what happened to IShowSpeed's Copycat?
You doing this?
Where
People were telling him he wasn't going to be successful if he
are
kept
his
doing what he
parents?
was doing. I don't
This
think
is
he
like
kept doing it.
scary. This is like really scary for him. I don't think he should be doing this.
White Boy M, the IShowSpeed copycat that was once one of the most hated and viral sensations on the internet. His mannerisms, his catchphrases,
Are you serious right now, bro?
his content, his voice,
Bro, who is this copycat, chat?
and even his
He
face.
even copied his come up. His come up started from people hating him, people being mean to him, and then he just kept going. And because he kept going, he probably gained his own personality. People looked at him enough to feel connected to him. They got it in the routines to keep watching his streams every day. He's fine.
Facial expressions. Anything that IShowSpeed did, White Boy M did. And while many outed him for this strange behavior and brushed it off as short-lived popularity, Emerson secretly had a plan to prove every single critic wrong. So,
Which is
what
crazy.
actually happened? And did White Boy M eventually fall off like everyone expected? Well, it's time to find out. The story begins in
still on Twitch. I see
2019,
him.
when a young Emerson started uploading various vlogs about his summer. He swam in pools, did mukbangs, and challenged his friends. However, after uploading his first day of school video, he started taking content creation more seriously and began pursuing his dream of going viral. At the time, public interviews were extremely popular, so White Boy M started doing them.
Alright, today's question is, if you was in 6ix9ine's position, would you snitch or would you stay silent? Stay silent.
And despite him not seeing any success with this, he did finally start understanding the concept of following trends and tried his luck with Omegle videos and eventually Fortnite as well. The last decision turned out to be his favorite, as he now turned into your typical cracked Fortnite montage kid called Bluffin, and he tried to grind his way into
sounds
various
familiar,
community
actually.
teams to get recognized. He got some support here and there, but nothing that really put him in the spotlight. So he tried becoming a designer, attempted to get the
that's wild.
attention of Aiden Ross, continued uploading Fortnite videos, streamed on Twitch, and even sold masks during the pandemic.
Yo, that's actually...
Emerson
that's-
did
yeah.
anything to get his money up and achieve his goals. But
That's
the
what's up.
journey of an aspiring creator is tough, as he faced various issues with his mental health and considered quitting plenty of times.
crazy
Until
that this
he
is
had an
documented.
epiphany.
I don't feel like it's big brain. I think everybody does that. Like, even Mr. Beast was drop shipping. But, like, when someone really wants it, they do stuff like that.
Bluffin finally realized how he could grab the attention of the internet. And that was by following in the footsteps of his idol, Aiden Ross. He started posting videos on Twitter where he suddenly became very vocal and energetic.
I've actually had it, bro. I don't know why you guys are saying that people could be out.
Hey, and I'm gonna be real. I think that's probably a big problem I have. Even if the energy you like, when you make a video or when you make a movie, like let's say Pixar, they take it to extremes. Like, remember in Big Hero 6 when that man's brother was like, woof, 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 he ran into the building, and then 1 second later he ran into the building to save people, and guess what? 1 second later it exploded. They're like, bro, they make their movies sad in extreme ways, and they make extreme content to make you feel one way, as extreme as they can. And this is just another example. I think it only makes sense. Like, people, even rational people, like Agent OO, like he oh my, okay, he's a pretty normal guy. Like, I don't think he, okay, these are old ass images, but like, he isn't, I don't think he's that crazy. Big ass forehead, bruh. But when he started playing Only Up, he started acting crazy. He started acting like he was weird, like he was losing his mind, like he was, whoa. And this is so important because people don't feel your content through a screen unless you make it extreme. Unless you make how you're conveying your emotion extreme, other people aren't gonna feel it through the video.
See, in a 1v1,
Or they're not gonna feel it as much as other content. So
And when he
mean,
combined this
shoot.
with tagging massive
I think energy is so important.
Fortnite players in the community and showing off his dance moves, momentum finally started picking up. Pixel and Day shared a video of Bluffin to Face Sway, who retweeted it, and this gave him the boost that he desperately wanted. However, he was hungry for more and aspired to grow bigger than the community that he was in. Emerson noticed that changing his personality into the most liked content creator at the time was highly effective for his growth. And when he first discovered IShowSpeed and took a liking to his hilarious persona, he kept this in the back of his mind. You see, he started getting recognized and support from some of the biggest Fortnite players in the scene, but then suddenly disappeared at the end of 2021, explaining in an update video that he had to delete a lot of his videos as he got suspended for filming inappropriate content on his school's campus, and that he now had to come up with a new content plan. This plan consisted out of his regular uploads at first, and things were actually going well, yet it wasn't the fame that he always wanted. So he came up with the most genius plan to blow up, and to everyone's surprise, it actually ended up working. Bluffin had now officially rebranded to White Boy M, and the strategy of copying personalities of famous streamers got taken to a whole new level. I mean, we already knew that Emerson became a big fan of IShowSpeed over the year of 2021, and his dedication to consuming his content allowed him to pull off the biggest stunt that he had ever done, becoming IShowSpeed himself. He started copying his voice, his mannerisms, and his facial expressions, resulting in TikTok calling him out for it, and it grabbing the attention of one of his idols. However, this was only the beginning, as he took this opportunity and ran with it, making a diss track on IShowSpeed that went completely viral.
And the crazy thing is that IShowSpeed did not want to acknowledge him. Like, I remember being like just on the internet at, like, I guess it was a year ago, but he would even when you would see clips of him like reacting or looking at some of it, he would choose not to like acknowledge it. And it's crazy because it didn't matter.
3 million views. It was genius, as it immediately caught the interest of Aiden Ross and IShowSpeed himself. But they weren't impressed, and Speed didn't enjoy it whatsoever, which ultimately set the tone for M's reputation. The thing is,
like you could tell they actually were not messing with it,
a fun, innocent copycat like this could be the internet's biggest hero when Speed and other creators found it funny and appreciated the humor behind it. Yet, this wasn't the case when everyone took his trolling way too serious, with Kai Cenat criticizing his content.
I don't think right now, bro, the way you acting right now, I don't think it's gonna go far for you.
And the rest of the internet.
And I think that's fair, bro. Like, it was so weird. It was so weird to watch him like take someone, I don't know, to take a creator like Speed and to exactly copy him. It was just uncomfortable because like you are gaining a lot of popularity, but you're doing it, it's just almost like malicious by copying someone, like
clowning on him. This resulted in not only
it's fair
wave of attention and him hitting 50,000 subscribers, but also a ton of hate from fans of these streamers and other critics. Yet it didn't stop his impact on the community.
When you copy people without like you know the Russian Mr. Beast copy, I mean, you have it coming. When you copy people, you get hate because you can just be your own person, and it's like you're stealing their flow. So like nothing, I don't see anything wrong with like criticism.
This "are you serious right now" catchphrase became a true phenomenon in internet culture. In fact, White Boy M appreciated all the attention, positive or negative, as it was all part of his plan of blowing up. And it wasn't long before he got 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and his silver play button. Because of this, Patrick CC noticed the trajectory that this teenager was on and came out with a video calling him the most embarrassing IShowSpeed copycat, which got over 2.4 million views as it fed into the hate and bad reputation that White Boy M already.
If you're a documentary YouTuber and you don't like something and you make a video about it, you're only helping it because you're giving it more attention, where attention is the currency on YouTube and just in the social media space. Like, even if he doesn't like it, it's you're only paying it only pays off for the person you're making the video about. That's what was so hard to make commentary videos about when I was making them.
In this video,
like, what am I actually accomplishing? I had to think about that.
He downplayed his success by claiming in the title that this was his 11 minutes of fame, labeling him as an average Aiden Ross viewer, and ending the video with a speech about how he didn't grind for years like you're supposed to as a creator, and that his career will come crashing down as a result of his quick rise to fame. This documentary,
which is crazy because he was working for years,
resulted in a lot of
he just deleted all his videos.
Reactions agreeing with everything that he said, but also made people realize that he's just incredibly good at trolling and not harming anyone. So was this reaction by all of these big creators really necessary? Was it really that serious? And would the copying eventually become his downfall?
You're stealing someone's, like, it's like, you know, when you mock people, or like when you like steal their ideas and the things that got them to where they're going, and then you just don't change a thing. You're just stealing. So I feel like, as a creator, I feel like most people realize that's just not cool. It's not cool. And it's okay that that's how he came up. Like, a lot of people come up from dissing other people, or like getting in like fights with people, or doing dumb things. Like John Gabbana, what's his name? Boot Gang. Like, he rose from doing stupid stuff, but like not, but it's just like, you can't act like it wasn't stupid. It was what he had to do to get to where he is now, but or what he did do to get to where he is now. But you can't act like it wasn't
and
crazy.
Patrick had a point. White Boy M couldn't do this forever. Attention and trends on social media don't last a
it doesn't change that he's successful now.
lifetime. And when you pair your relevancy to the relevancy of
I'll steal your J's stop. Your J's stop.
another
Pausing the
streamer,
video.
you're playing a dangerous game. But what everyone seemed to miss is that Emerson was smarter than he looked. This was his strategy from the beginning, from when he first started seeing momentum with attention-grabbing Twitter videos. And he has nowadays switched to his own personality again after the peak of his fame. White Boy M streams currently feature his regular voice and mannerisms.
Y'all see the new camera though? Like, y'all can see my whole room, bro.
He has a loyal fan
switched
base
up
on
on
YouTube
him.
that watches his vlogs. He gains thousands of subscribers
back.
every month, has a TikTok with more than 2 million followers on which he gets crazy views with his dance moves, and maintains an active Instagram with more than 150,000 followers. In fact, the hate seems to have faded, and not many people recognize him as the IShowSpeed clone anymore.
They wanted him
with
to be
only
himself,
a few mentioning
and then he
it and
became
others
himself.
shutting this hate down quickly.
Got the
Also,
attention
he is
from it.
making stupendous amounts of money from the audience he built up, with him
sure.
flexing stacks of cash almost every week, him having an iced out chain and a Cartier watch that are worth tens of thousands of dollars, and him promoting
crazy.
various companies on his social media, all at only 16 years old. Now,
He's
of course, him
16?
buying
That's
these
crazy.
depreciating assets resulted in a lot of criticism as well, with some even claiming that he was going to lose all of his money. But the man is only a teenager and clearly
Yeah,
knows what it
strange.
means to stay relevant, even calling out those that doubted the long-term success of his career and making them look foolish. White Boy M
No, but the people who doubted him assumed he was gonna continue being a fake IShowSpeed clone.
showed
Like, I think that's under the
everyone that
like,
he
that
simply
wasn't.
just
They weren't saying you're not gonna be successful. They were saying you weren't gonna be successful copying Speed. And guess what? If he was still copying Speed, no one would know who he is.
used
He'd be a dead trend.
IShowSpeed as a stepping stone to show off his real talents, as he's appreciated a lot for his dancing skills on TikTok, his fashion
They
sense
didn't
on
believe in me. No.
Instagram, and his
You were just
entertaining
stealing.
vlogs on
Like,
YouTube. I mean,
it's not
he
that
even
crazy.
went on a school tour where kids were literally screaming for him. And him making the day of many children during this event. So, is White Boy M really this embarrassing, pathetic IShowSpeed copycat that ruined the art of content creation? I don't think so. In fact, I think that a harmless troll who found success by impressively copying one of the biggest streamers and making people laugh successfully executed a brilliant plan. And that the
agree.
hate surrounding him got blown hugely out of
It was a
proportion.
sacrifice.
He obviously never cared about the hate, and still doesn't to this day. So I'm curious to see how White Boy M will develop as a creator and how the rest of his career
It wasn't blown out of proportion, in my opinion. I mean, maybe like if he was receiving like messages personally, I don't know about that, but like the stuff from like Patrick 60 and the other people, it wasn't out of proportion.
will unfold. Finding out if the haters eventually get proven right, or that this young vlogger with a sense for virality and an unmatched determination keeps doing the impossible. I guess only time will tell. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and
All right, hey, it worked, and it's a plan. It was a strategy, and it worked. I'm just saying, but my point is that it just wasn't a good one. Like, it was good because it worked, but it involved him doing something that like that was wrong. It's not right because it was successful. It's still wrong. He just made it work, which is great.